Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel and my podcast. This is the beginning of my podcast, and I'm here because I was supposed to have been started this podcast, and I'm late, but it's okay. So, the name of my podcast is We Care, and the reason why I named it We Care is because with everybody, I would like to make a difference. And so we stands for with everybody, and care just stands for the fact that I care about certain topics and certain people and certain things and the certain things in the world and things that need to be talked about. So today I'm starting my discussion with you guys, talking about PMDD. And the reason why I chose this topic as a beginning topic for my show is because I suffer from PMDD. PMDD is something that women get, and it's severe and sometimes disabling extension of a premenstrual syndrome. The definition basically says that it is a severe form of premenstrual syndrome that includes a physical and behavioral symptoms that usually resolve with the onset of menstruation. And what that means is you have it the first 2 weeks before you come on your menstrual. Once your menstrual comes on, it kind of resides. It kind of goes away. It's easily diagnosable, and you diagnose yourself basically if you track it. And you don't really have to get any tests or anything to know what's going on, but it can be lasting for years or it can be lasting for a lifelong time. Now, I'm going to tell you, for me, it's been hell. Just being honest. It has been pure hell. And I say that because I just learned that I had it, had a traumatic event that happened to me New Year's Eve 2022 before 2023 came in. And I noticed that I was very irritable, very mean, very angry, getting into it with police officers, went to jail, and spent my New Year's Eve in jail. But to say the least, it messes with your mental, and it messes with your mental capacity to think and concentrate and make vital decisions that are good. Basically, you're like irrational, at least for me. That's what it's been doing to me. And alcohol does intensify it. And so I noticed I had it because when that happened, couple days later, maybe about 3-4 days later, I came on my menstrual and I felt like a totally different person. And I just did not understand what was happening to me. I was like, wow, just yesterday I was depressed. I was down. I didn't know myself. I was crying. And then here come my menstrual and I felt like I was me again. So that made me start to research and see what was going on. And so I just noticed that I had been having it for some time. And at that point, I thought back to other incidents that had happened that caused me to be so angry and so irritable. And I said, hey, something's going on with me. Let me figure this out. So I started researching, and that's how I found out and learned about PMDD. So I went back to my doctor and I told her about it, and she looked at me like I was crazy. And I looked at her the same way, like, why you didn't tell me about it? You know, you the doctor. But anywho, to say the least of that, you can still talk to your doctor about it. At that point, when I started talking to her about it and learning about what women were taking, she prescribed me some medications. And I'm not good with medications. So I'm just going to be honest. That's up to you. You do what you have to do. But for me, because I just know. So I tried them, though. And they made my chest hurt. And they made me tingle in my legs. I couldn't still sleep. And I was like, no. And so I just didn't do it. But that's not to say they won't work for you. So I'm not trying to discourage you. It's just that, different strokes for different folks. But anywho, moving on. A lot of things that I've been doing to help myself with this is I've tracked it, for one. So I kind of know when it's coming. When it comes to me, like I say, it's 2 weeks before your menstrual. So if you track your menstruals, then you'll know. If your menstruals are regular, like the next month, you'll know when it's getting ready to come because you do the 2 week thing before and you start to feel it. And if if this goes on with you for about 2 months after you track it and it keeps going on, then you know that it's PMDD. Now, it does make you very depressed. It makes me very depressed. It makes me tired. I'm like, I'm very, I have brain fog. I have all the symptoms of it, basically. And so that's another reason why I started to figure out things. I was crying all the time. I was angry, irritable, frustrated. My moods was very up and down all the time. Headaches, extreme low energy. Bloating. And then I also, it gives you really bad anxiety. So I have bad anxiety. Sometimes you can have a panic attack. It either makes you sleepy or it makes you not sleep. So right now I'm going through the sleepy phase. Before I was going through the not sleepy phase, but I do get night sweats. So I still kind of have off and on nights where I don't sleep, and I have some nights where I do sleep. But it makes your appetite changes sometimes. But the main common thing that it makes you critically depressed. And for me, it makes me so depressed where I'm like, you know what? I don't even know if I really want to live like this, because it comes and you probably only have 1 week out of the month. I mean, 1 good week out of the month. Not only that, it messes up your relationships with people. I've isolated myself from everybody because I started to get into it with everybody. You know, it makes you sensitive to rejection. You're sensitive. You don't like to take stuff. You think people are talking to you wrong. And it's really overwhelming. So for me, to save me and to keep from getting into it with everybody or just getting frustrated and all of that and being overwhelmed, I'm already that enough by myself with this condition. So I don't need other things and other people pushing that for me. So I isolated. So I've lost all my friends. I'm in the house most of the time, and I don't drink alcohol anymore. I let go of that, and because that intensifies it. And so it's been hell for me. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm letting you know this because it's serious, and people have really committed suicide behind this condition. So I want women to be aware of it, because if you feel this way and you don't know why you're feeling this way and you just been working through it, and that's exactly what I was doing. I was just working through it. And if I didn't start giving myself the break, I mean, it was going to take control over me. And it still kind of does. It's just that I'm learning to take control of it now. I was having blackouts, and I never had blackouts. I was starting to have them. So now certain things that I eat makes me so sleepy, because you crave certain foods, and it says for you to not eat a lot of sugar with it, because sugar kind of gets you anxious and it makes you, like so jittery because it's sugar. But if you have anxiety behind that, it kind of pushes that anxiety to a whole nother level. And I have anxiety. And so, but you have to really track it. And if you have to take time away from people, take the time. Because people don't understand. A lot of people don't understand. First thing they say, oh, you mentally crazy. You got mental health issues and this and that. Well, everybody got mental health issues. Let me just be honest. Everybody got mental health issues. It's just all about how you handle them, and all about how long you live in that state. Because if you live in that state, it becomes an illness. Mental health is just mental health. But it can be a mental health illness if you let it live there too long and you don't do anything about it. That's when it becomes an illness for you. But it does give you self-critical thoughts. It makes you feel like you're hopeless, like you just don't want to live, like you just, it's overwhelming. I mean, it really is. And I mean, I barely talk to people on the phone when I'm going through it. Like, I just want to ball up. On top of this condition, I have fibroids. That's a whole nother ball game for me. Because after I come out of this condition and go into my menstrual, I'm still down for 3 to 4 days because I'm cramping real hard. I'm in the bed. I can't walk, and it's just more depressive even with that. So, I mean, I'm telling you, I got 1 good week out of the month. Just 1 good week. And this is like today, I'm going through this stage right now. I'm in my 2-week period right now. And you wouldn't think it because I'm here talking to y'all. I've been on TikTok making some great videos, smiling and laughing. But I'm going to tell you why. Because the fibroids that I suffer from sometimes causes you to have a early menstrual that's not even really a real menstrual. So I noticed I had some spotting, and here I am. I'm like, oh, Okay, that's the reason why I'm feeling better, because I have a little bit of offset of it because I'm coming on my menstrual. But it's not a real menstrual. And I don't know how long this gonna last, but I'm happy about it because it makes me feel happier. But if it goes off tomorrow, I may be back to the depressive state. I don't know. But I hate it. And I'm gonna just be honest with you because I'm trying to control it, and it's been hard. So I've researched things to figure out what else can I take to help me, and B vitamins is what I saw on there. I looked up herbal things because, again, I'm not gonna take that medication that they gave me. I'm just not. I just don't like the side effects of it. Again, you do you, and if it's for you, take it, try it. If it helps you, then hey, that's good. But it does not do it for me. So B vitamins is what I've been taking, and I notice I have to take B vitamins with ashwagandha in it, which helps with stress and anxiety. I have to take 2 of them a day instead of 1, because 1, I'll take 1 and by 3 o'clock. I'll take it in the morning, the 1 in the morning, but by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I feel it wearing off. And the reason why I know this is because I can see the shift in my moods. And then any little thing irritates me. I get frustrated over the very smallest thing. If I drop something on the floor, I'm frustrated. And then I'm feeling hopeless. And I'm like, no, why I do that? Why I can't get stuff right? And it just goes down and down and down and down. And you find yourself spiraling down and down and down. Another thing that's helping me is I'm getting more of the word in me. I'm feeding my spirit with so much. And I'm telling myself I'm enough. I'm giving myself ways to feel better. And I'm doing positive affirmations. I'm journaling, and I'm praying a lot, and I'm trying to work on me so much, because this thing here will take control over you. So I'm telling you, find you somebody who understands, and ask them to please help you during this time. Let them know when your offset or your onset is coming, so they'll know what's going on. Help them to learn you so that they can help you through it. I don't have that person. I suffer through this by myself. I'm alone. And that's why it's important for me to try to turn it around, because who do I have to call? I don't have that person. So it's hard. I cry so much. And I go through stuff so much by myself, but I always have. So I think for me, that's just where my strength is. I've always known that I've had to. So for that matter, I don't let that part get to me as much. I just kind of go through what I go through and handle it. But it can be a downer on you. It can make you so mean. It can make you so irritable, and man, you don't even understand why. So I wanted to just bring it to your attention. Like I said, it's called PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder. Look it up. I recommend you looking it up, doing the homework on it, doing the research on it. It is a real thing. People are truly diagnosed with this, and it's more than 3 million cases a year. In 1 year, 3 million cases of this that women actually get. I don't know what age it starts. I can't tell you that. But I know mine's just, it's been going on for probably the last 2 years for me. And I just didn't know it. I didn't realize it until that in particular incident made me realize it. And I had to pay attention to my body. So now I am like, hey, and it messes with your career. I didn't say that. It messes with your career because, again, I'm only getting 1 good week out of the month. So I'm having to really, really learn to push through, because I worked so much through it to the point where I didn't even know I had it. And it can burn you out and stress you out even more, because you're not giving yourself time and what you need. So that's very important. And with today being National Mental Health Day, I thought that this would be a good topic to come and talk about it and just put it out there for the most part, because it needs to be heard. A lot of people need to know about it. Women need to know about it. Men need to know about it, because they're dealing with it too when it comes down to relationships with their wives and their women. And it's not okay, that they don't know, because a lot of relationships break up behind it. I lost my relationship behind it because I didn't realize it. Well, of course, there were other things going on too, but I think that probably played some part in it, now that I've learned about it. So, oh well, it is what it is at this point, because now I don't even really want a relationship no more. I'm actually feared to have a relationship. And I know that that's not okay, but that desire will come back to me. It's just that right now I need to work on me. I need to get this under control because I don't want to go into another relationship and lose another relationship behind it. So it messes with your career, messes with your relationships, it messes with your friendships. I mean, it's a destroyer, but it's real. And that's the most I could say about it. It's real. It is truly a real thing. So if you know about it, I hope I was able to help you through it. Like I say, the things that can help you is to track it. Take some B vitamins, talk to your doctor, let them know what's going on. Exercise. I love to exercise. That has helped me so much, y'all. Exercise is a great stress reliever. Oh my God, it helps me tremendously. So now I'm like, I can't live without exercise because it really helps me. So exercise is a good thing to do. Again, the B vitamins, caffeine can boost it up because it's a stimulator, and sometimes it doesn't do good with caffeine. So I'm not going to tell you to drink any caffeine or coffee or anything because that, that's not good for your anxiety. Anything that can trigger your anxiety is probably not good for you in reference to this condition. But exercise, and I drink tea. I drink coffee too. I drink a B vitamin energy drink that I got from Sam's. It's called Fizz Biz, and it's really good. But that's really helpful because it has a lot of B vitamins in it. So, and I do a B vitamin supplement that I get from CVS, and that's been helping me. So I'm just telling you the things that can help. If you don't know that you've had this, pay attention to your moods. Pay attention to the 2 weeks before your menstrual and when you come on your menstrual if you feel different. Pay attention to that and talk to your doctor about it. Do your research. Track it. Because I can't say it enough. It's a real thing. And people are literally committing suicide behind this. So women, you need to know about this. And hey, I'm all for y'all. That's why it's called We Care. That's why this podcast is called We Care. I have more topics I'm going to be bringing to y'all to talk about. But this was my first one because it was dear and heart to me because this is what I've been suffering from. And I wanted to put it out there and let people know about it. So I pray that you all have a great day, a blessed evening. Drink some tea, feed your spirit, body, mind, and soul. And hopefully you all come back and listen to some of my talk here on We Care, because I want you to know that with everybody, we can make a difference. So with you, me, in this world, and bringing topics to you that we can talk about, we will make a difference because we care. So thank you.